Hello and welcome to the New York Sports Show. I'm your host, Dominic Konowski. The MLB season is still on hold as I'm making this video, and most likely will be for a little while more. In this talk, are we even gonna have a MLB season for this year? And I do think we are, but there's a lot of talk of it going down to 60 games, no All-Star game, possibly no playoffs, games in empty stadiums or at neutral sites. I'm gonna get to all of that. Let's start off with the 60 games. Now, this was up in the air a little bit about, I would say, last week, 2 weeks ago. I don't think it's gonna happen. If it does happen, then is it really worth even calling it a season? Now, a regular MLB season is 162 games, so they wouldn't even be playing half of that with a 60-game season. You cannot, if you win the championship, you cannot call yourselves champions after a 60-game season. It's just, it makes no sense. No point of having an All-Star game at that point unless they have it after the 30th game. But even so, 30 games isn't nothing when you think about it for a player to show if he's like All-Star team worthy. Same thing with the Home Run Derby. People probably won't even have no more than 12 home runs going into the Home Run Derby or something like that, which is, well, a regular number, but it would just be all messed up and everything. Now, like I said, I don't think it's gonna happen, but there, of course, has been talk about it. And involving a 60-game season, it would involve double-header games, of course, to make it all fit. I think if they do a 60-game season, get rid of the playoffs. There's no point having a playoffs. It's just gonna make no sense. There's some teams after 60 games who haven't even lost 10 games. They could be like 52-8 or 50-10 possibly after those 60 games. It just won't work, I feel like, to be fully honest with you guys. In the stats, I feel like it's gonna mess up the players' stats for their career. Because 60 games, you know, it's not a lot when you think about it. And when you think, but 60 is a lot, but MLB-wise, it's really not. Going on to the next one, this talks about it being at, like, empty stadiums and stuff, the players playing at empty stadiums. First of all, that would be such a major loss in revenue for for the stadium and for the team, not to mention the people that like would serve food at the stadium and everything like that. They would be out of a job, so I feel like it's a lose-lose. But if you're the Baltimore Orioles, though, then you guys are used to playing at empty stadium, you know, just saying. But it would make no sense to do at an empty stadium. Especially if you do make it have 60 games too. This is like a whole nother thing, just them playing at an empty stadium. And then the next one, it's kind of like this, neutral sites. Have them play at neutral sites. I don't know. First of all, I feel like all this would end up going with the 60-game season if the 60-game season was to happen, and I'm just not on board with really any of these ideas. To begin with, you either have an MLB season or you don't have an MLB season. You cannot have a full season after only playing 60 games. I think that's a joke right there. That really is a joke, saying that you're a champion after only playing 60 games. It's not worth it. It's really not. But yeah, comment down below what you guys think, as the coronavirus is just waging havoc on everything, and the sport world has definitely been no exception. Thank you guys for watching this video. I'm your host, Dominic Konowski of the New York Sports Show. I'm signing out.